Welcome to Huntsville, Texas, and Elliott T. Bowers Stadium, home to the Bearcats of Sam Houston State, who have built a rich winning legacy and one that they hope follows them to the upper reaches of college football. Today, two teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the AAC. As we'll see, the Arkansas Razorbacks taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Sam Houston Bearcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Razorbacks will put total leather and we'll get started. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bearcats offense will get the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They're getting this guy lathered up. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. They're working that left side. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. And the Bearcats are marching down the field. Give to the running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. The give to the back. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Just had a solid pickup on 1st. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Handoff to the lone back. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Floats it out in space. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
From the gun, running back on the move. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Dahl. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And this figures to be just a tremendous matchup of big play receivers, Jesse.
And because of their skills, Reese, you're going to see all types of ways in how they use them, right? They're going to throw it to them. They'll throw screens. They'll get jet sweeps. Get these guys as many touches as you can.
Well, and the good thing is, if you're a defense, you're used to it. You see this guy in practice every day. Now you're seeing another guy that's elite. to the challenge and get a few stops and maybe nullify the playmaker.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Open space at the 25. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. But he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
He wants to throw here on second down. And he makes a grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Sam Houston. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. And you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Arizona is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Tucson, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over South Alabama. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Motion from the offense. He'll start this drive firing. They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. You think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
Got a lot of running room. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. On second down, he'll fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Across the 25, he's got room. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Quick release by the QB. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Arkansas!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
First down here for the offense. He'll set up to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
On second down, he'll let it fly. This time it's complete.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump them the football, let them make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Got the back over the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Dawg. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Another first down.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Caught behind the line. It's Dahl. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
To the air on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough. Make a better decision. Do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that was an interception.
Well, we do This offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. The Bearcats get enough for the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the shotgun, the inside give. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Bully ball on third and short. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Grab behind the line. It's Dahl. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
A lot of times you can tell by the pass set, that tackle gets really, really quick. You can tell that ball's going to come out quick. Great job by the defensive end, seeing the ball come out quick, getting his hands in the air, and deflecting the football.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Bearcats. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Arizona is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Tucson, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 8 over South Alabama. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Shakes off a tackler. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Razorbacks in the hurry up. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30. It's 3rd and short. Off the play fake. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
The Bearcats line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Secures it at the 30. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Wants to throw on first down. Sends it downfield. And they won. Connection, they were looking for an explosive play.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the right. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. Go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Works the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
He'll take the deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Coming after it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He wants to start this drive with a pass. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Handoff from the shotgun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Sam Houston.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On third down, going up top. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Huntsville. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to our team at Elliott T. Bowers Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Bearcats will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
I agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Dances away to buy time. Breaks the tackle. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
They'll run the screen. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Razorbacks want to move quickly. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got him downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance. And when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking. They get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pig suey.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Back to the air one more time. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm
trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
All right, defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with your backs against the wall. Job's not over yet, though. This is an offense that has shown that they go for it on 4th down, especially during these situations.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. The official says no good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit, still a 10-point game. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
The Razorbacks want to crank the tempo.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll run it from the gun. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the 1st without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Trying to pick it up on the ground. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting 1st downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
At the 49. 3rd down coming up.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Now from inside the red zone. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting in it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
Going up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. At the 45, on his way. Can anyone catch him? He's at the 10. Touchdown, Razorbacks. They looked finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
And QBs love their big tight ends, especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
Fair catch called for and made. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Now they find themselves behind, David. Let's see if they have an answer.
Yep, losing the lead, obviously lose a little bit of momentum, but this offense, you can gain it right back, Palmer. Let's get a drive starter going. Find some guys you know you're going to make some plays for.
So that's the challenge for them. You've got to answer, right? You've got to take the field here. You've got to execute, be physical, and regain this lead.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Line getting set on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. Finds his way for 3 after the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. Still on his feet at the 45. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
No surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try it on the ground. Brought to the ground, but not before getting it up for the first down.
There's 11 guys on offense there, locked in and playing together. That was a critical fourth down in their opponent's territory. Everybody did an outstanding job of executing, and now they get to stay on the field.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Quickly complete. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
The run from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it. That's a nice pickup to give them some... They've got it out to the 27.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield, it's Dahl. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And on second down for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain. And the Bearcats are on the move. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He leaves it with his back, fighting off the defender. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And your decision to go for it on 4th down has a lot to do with your kicker. How strong is his leg? Some of these guys nowadays, they can boot the ball 50, 60 yards, no problem. Do I believe in him or do I go for it? And they believed in their offense, they went for it, and they got the first down.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff from the gun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? And the Bearcats get enough to move the chains. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Good timing on the quick out. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. He's got his man. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it! And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about, what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.